fine. It's fine. Hi. Hello. Hello. How are we tonight? Let me just turn this down a bit. How are we tonight? How are we, my darlings, my little orange blossoms? You can see there's just a big mat here because we're gonna be doing something good. I'm glad you're good. I went and saw Heaven's Feel Part 3, which is why stream is pushed back by a couple hours. That's a good movie. That's a good movie. If you're into Fate, I would recommend it. You see my hand moving there. This is my mouse pad. If you want to see something cool, it lights up a little bit around the edge, and it does like a color change. This is brand new. I only got it like a day or two ago. I don't know why. An RGB mat was about the same price as like a regular desk mat, so I'm like, yeah, why not? Let me become gamer. I will become gamer. So now I have it, and it's a nice like faux leather instead of like the cloth. Gotta! Thank you for the raid. Thank you. Hi everyone. We're gonna play with stuff on stream. Hi Tony. Also, we had a follow like right before stream started. I'm gonna replay it. So thank you Zero Ace for the follow. Yeehaw! Meowdy. Meowdy everyone. How are we? How are we doing? Thank you Gata for the raid. I'm going to talk a lot about tokusatsu, so if you're not into that, maybe get into it and learn. Mocha Mages, thank you for following. Thank you. We're going to be getting started in just a minute. I actually might as well just bring this out now. This is what we are playing with tonight. Oh, the reflection on the box is a lot. Let's see if I can just... There we go. Now it's on his face. We are playing with the Dark Seiza Blaster from Q Ranger, which was used by Heavy Tsukai Silver to become Heavy Tsukai Metal. There's a very cool picture of him on the back doing his thing here, being spooky. He had like a dark Naga arc, as we affectionately refer to it. I picked this up a little while ago from Kotetsu Toys Japan, which I will drop the link for because Taka is great. He is a big, wonderful friend of the fandom, runs a kind of secondhand tokusatsu toy store. He has a very fun YouTube channel. Taka's a great guy, so I picked this up from him, probably, maybe close to a year ago, I picked this up, and I have opened it and taken it out, but I haven't really played with it much, because I really wanted to do that on stream, and it's just taken me time to kind of get everything set up to where that was a possibility, and also I don't have anywhere to display it right now, so after this it is going to go back into the box, because I do not have a good place to display it right now. I have some other things that we're going to check out. I'm thinking about doing this maybe once a month. John! Hi, John! Hi, yes. John, that is my tail. This is my tail. I am, in reality, a manticore. Thank you. Thank you. I am beautiful. Oh, you're so sweet. I have been in disguise for the past year. Oh, it was magic. It was magic, Geistander. I was in disguise. I shoved all of my power into the orange, and I've now overloaded it, which is why it bloomed, and all of my power has come back to me, and I'm now in my actual real self. But, you know, I was undercover, trying to find human weaknesses. But then it turned out that food and cute girls were kind of awesome, and I don't want to destroy the world anymore. So that's the summary. So let's see. Let us see. As you can see, I have already opened this once. And we will pull out... We've got some instructions that I can't read very well. But this is what is included. Yeah, I know, right? So you've got the blaster itself. It comes with a little strap, because you wear it on your wrist. And 2 Q-Tama that we're going to play with. I also have 3 other Q-Tama off to the side that I will introduce when we get to that. I'm very excited for those, one in particular. So here we got the inner box. I do need to figure out kind of a better camera setup, because it does require me to have everything very much towards the back of my desk. So we've got the blaster itself here, which I'm going to take out of its plastic. There we go, there's the top. Sorry for these plastic noises. I'm trying to do it in such a way that the audio won't clip. Am I going to use the blaster? No, because I just wanted to have it because it makes me think of my beautiful wife. So this is the blaster itself compared to the red Seiza blaster that is normally used. This is just the little strap that you attach to it. Also, I don't use blasters. Oh yeah, there's some ASMR crinkles. You want that? There you go. I use my tail as a weapon. I don't really need a blaster. So this is actually pretty flexible. I have to remember to do it back here. This is pretty flexible compared to a lot of... Hello, Virtual Hero V Ranger. Hello. Please don't come to my cave and beat me up. That is my request. But thank you for coming. Thank you for joining us as we check out the Dark Seiza Blaster. So the band is a lot more flexible than a lot of stuff that I've seen, which makes sense in comparison to like the bands on rider belts. But it's got a nice kind of shine to it. You can see how it reflects, and that just slides right in here. I mean, my wrists are very tiny, so I can put it on pretty easily. But it is, I mean, you can see on my wrist, as I try and do this from an angle that is useful, I can get pretty far on the band, so it's probably an adult-sized band. But, you know, there's still a few more in here. My wrists are pretty tiny, so I think a kid could probably still wear it, but it does seem like it's sized in such a way that both adults and kids could probably use it. So this is it on my arm. It is surprisingly light. I thought it was going to be a bit heavier. Like, if I were to cosplay with this, which I don't plan to, but if I did, I could pretty comfortably walk around with this on my arm all day. It is surprisingly light. So I am going to take this out. I hope this has batteries in it. I didn't think about that. I also don't have a screwdriver to check. Oh dear. I did not think about that. It probably doesn't come with a battery in it, does it? I may have to do a quick BRB if that's the case, and run and grab some. Hello, Zero Ace. Hello. We are checking out the Dark Seiza Blaster. I've been a little busy today, so I did not. I thought about it last night, and I was like, okay, I'll handle it in the morning, and then didn't. So these are the two Qtama that come with it. They do the full Qtama spin into place. And then the black hole, which is nice. Let's plug one in and see what I believe I turned it on. Yes. It didn't make a noise though, which I think it usually does. Q-Ranger is, when it is good, it is some of the best Sentai that exists. When it is less good, it is not bad. It's just sometimes very mediocre. Okay, yeah, this isn't making a sound, so... I do need to grab batteries for it. So I think when you have it on your wrist, this is supposed to be up, and then you hold it, you flip it down to do the trigger pull. Should have thought this through a little harder. And I need to find a little screwdriver. Before I do that, I have the little, oh, I should do it this way. I have the Bang Bang Shooting, Tiger voice gashot. I don't know, I just had that next to me, so I thought I'd pull it out, do a little Tiger voice. So, you know, here's from the front. Got some angles for you. What kind of battery does this take is a good question. And let's check our instructions. See if our instructions tell us at all. Do not swing it. I love the little warning instructions. I love the kid in the warning instructions. The ones for Wizard are really quite amusing. Let's see. There are the batteries. There is the battery case. If there's 3 of them, I'm going to assume it's triples. I'm gonna assume it's triples, given the size. I think they're labeled differently in Japan. But I would definitely recommend Q-Ranger. It does have some great designs, and the story arc that the Dark Seiza Blaster comes from is frankly one of the best little bits of story in at least Heisei Super Sentai, if not all of it. It's among the best in the vast majority of things that I've watched. Okay, so God, we're only 20 minutes in, and I need to do a quick BRB to just grab some batteries. They did introduce my beautiful wife, Echidna, who is perfect and wonderful, and they gave no closure on her at all. Just, you know, just 'cause. Okay, so I'm gonna do a quick BRB. I still haven't put a highlights video in my BRB screen. I apologize for that, but I'm gonna do a quick BRB to grab some batteries for this, and I will be right back. If you can just hold on just a minute for me. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. Not the best planning on my part, but we will do this together. I managed to scrounge up some AAAs from within my house. It is AAA. Part of me was like, oh man, if it's doubles, this would have been easier. Thank you. Okay, so we're back. We are back. We're gonna pop these in. I'm gonna have to put them back where they go in my house later. And we will just close this back up. Sorry about that. Again, I sincerely apologize. It's been a bit of a busy day, and batteries were the one thing I forgot about. We're going to turn it on now. Oh, there we go. Oh, you got some lights here. I'm going to turn it off and back on again so you can see that. So that's very cool. I like that little gradient light there. So again, we will pop our Qtama in. There we go. Hold the trigger. Oh, we got a lot of lights going on. Oh, that's a good voice. Q-Ranger is very cool. It is one of the few Sentai with gimmick toys. Okay, so we'll do that just a second time. So Q-Ranger has these little globes as its gimmick toy. It's one of the few Sentai with those. Okay, so I like that. So now we'll try with the black hole Qtama. Oh, this is a cool jingle. It's a little ominous, but it's a little quiet. Okay, so you can just do some blasting sounds. Oh, okay. Okay, so backward is dark attack. Forward is dark change. Oh, okay. Okay. I like the disengage sound. So let's pop this back in, because I don't think I did both directions. The jingle for this is so cool. I love it. I love Heavy Tsukai Metal. The fact that we didn't get any closure on Echidna haunts me to this day, because I think so much about her. I almost bought the base Seiza Blaster, but I decided not to because getting packages to my... That's fair. Honestly, the only reason I bought the Dark Seiza Blaster is because I have a lot of headcanons about Echidna that all come back to Dark Naga. Okay, so you got just a normal kind of blaster sound. So like I said, I have 3 other Qtama that we're gonna also take a look at. One of which is the Chameleon Qtama, which is Camelio Green's signature transformation Qtama that I got packed in possibly with this. If you order from Kotetsu Toys Japan, he'll often pack in little extras for you because he is a wonderful, wonderful friend of the fandom. I'm gonna drink a little water. So I have the Chameleon Qtama, and let's see what that does in this. Let's see. Okay, so it just says 10 beam. Okay. Hey, isn't that gold? Isn't it 10 beam gold? Does it... Hold on. No, I'm taking it out. Again, this is the Chameleon Qtama. Gabba Revolver, Zyuranger, Resha, Yellow Dial Fighter, Green Trigger Machine. I bought Gabba Changer, but it got... Aw, that's a shame. I thought so, but that's what it... Again, this is Chameleon. This is not Libra, who is their gold. Okay, so this time it says Chameleon. I mean, that's fair. I mean, this time it said Chameleon. I wonder if it pushed something down incorrectly? Okay, so it just says the name that's in there. Based on, it's based on these little pins in the bottom. So you can see this one's got 5, so they kind of have them in different combinations in this little 6-pin thing, and that's how it reads which Qtama you're putting into it. I just want to try this again. Wait, is it just picking them at random? Cause now it said Oshi, which is the bull. What? What? Is it somehow pushing the pins down incorrectly? See? I'm very confused by the way it is. I mean, I do like that this is lighting up in the color for whatever it's calling out. I mean, in this case it was purple, but that's for their Black Ranger, and usually for light-related things, for Black Rangers they will use purple. which is... I mean, there has only been one instance of a team having both a violet and black at the same time. I guess unless... I'm not gonna count Geki Ranger as much as Rio and Melee are their green and black. I'm not gonna count that one as much. And I don't remember how Kyoryuger handled that. Let's try again. See, I don't know what is pushing an extra pin down or a different pin down. See? It's like picking them weirdly, but it should only be hitting these 3 pins, and that should be the same every time. So it's doing... Unfortunately, I don't have the Tenbin Gold and Oshi Black Kyutama. Curate, what? Oh, right, I forgot. I don't know how they did it then. No, there is more than one instance. I was trying to think of all the violets, and then forgot some of them. Unfortunately, I don't have the black and gold Kyutama to check the pin alignments as to why it is getting confused there. Let's just try it one more time. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening there. Anyway, the next one I have is the Crow Kyutama, which is not one of the core changers. You can see it's got a much different pin alignment than the others that I have. So this, I'm curious to see what this will do. Okay, so it recognizes that it's Karasu. It's got a nice blue. I like the blue that it's using for Karasu. Huh, that's an interesting color assortment. Okay, so it didn't even say Karasu after that one. The color assortment it's going through is kind of interesting, though. And then it just stops, where with, Chameleon and the other, core changer ones, it says the name at the end, and with these it says Heavy Tsukai Metal, because these are directly for this. But with a non-changer one, it doesn't use the name again, which is interesting. So we've gone through these 4. We've got the normal 2 Heavy Tsukai ones, the Dark Kyutama, and the Black Hole Kyutama. And then we did the Chameleon Kyutama, which is one of the core Ranger changing Kyutama, and Karasu, which is a form change Kyutama. So I have one more. The only Toku gimmick I have a lot of is Ride Watches. I have the DX versions of all of the base Heisei riders except O's, Candy O's, 7 Final Form Ride Watches, and the Taka Gadget Watch. I only have 2 Ride Watches. I have both the Blade and Garen Ride Watches. I think what I have the most of is icons, because I had bought a Ghost Driver from someone and they just sent me a bunch of icons with it, and then Taka has packed in a couple icons with some of my orders. So I have all of Spectre's icons, and a couple of... I have Ore, obviously, a couple of those icons, and then I have Boost. And then I have a handful of Gaia memories. I have these 6 main Gaia memories. I have Skull, and I have... Ooh, that's a button that I didn't know existed. There was a button down here that you can press for... Is it the same blaster sound? No, it's a different blaster sound. So you've got a button down here where you would be holding. You're welcome. I was surprised that you found one, and for such a reasonable price, I couldn't let you pass that one up. I couldn't let you not have that. So we've got 2 different blaster sounds depending on where you are pressing. So you've got your one down here on the side of your handle, and then you've got one up here on your trigger. Interesting. So I have one more Qtama. I have one more very interesting Qtama. And that is the X-Aid Qtama. From the episode where Q Ranger and Kamen Rider X-Aid crossed over, and they switched little power-ups with each other. And when I bought the Dark Seiza Blaster, I had posted about it on Twitter when it arrived, and Taka replied to me that I should try the X-Aid Qtama in it. And later, Maud Dresden got me the X-Aid Qtama, I believe, for my birthday this year, along with a couple of other things. And I've not yet put it in here because I've been very, very curious. I have a feeling. I think I know what this is gonna do. I think. But I'm not sure, because I haven't done it. So I'm very, very excited for this. We are gonna put the one thing about this, I wish I had something like here. I knew it! I knew it! I knew it was gonna be Genom! I knew it was gonna be Genom! I knew it! Like, come on, he's the purple X-Aid. Oh. Oh, that was cool. That was so cool. Let's try the attack. That's so cool. That's so cool. I knew it was gonna be Genom. I knew in my heart that it was gonna be Genom. I think we all did. I think we all knew in our hearts. I mean, he's the dark X-Aid. He's purple X-Aid. We all knew it was gonna be Genom. Let's just do that one more time. I love it. I love it. I knew in my heart that it would be Genom. I think we, in a way, we all did. Because of course, what else could it possibly be? But that is very, very cool. I wish I had a couple more Qtama, but I only have these 5. So let's see. Does it have an off sound? No? Just the on sound? Okay. It's a very cool on sound. I did Oh, we have an up sound. We'll have to go back through them. Oh. I love that it does a little Oh, we have a down sound, too. Oh. My goodness. I thought I had tried doing the other two directions and it didn't work. Okay. Well, that's interesting. We're gonna have to go back through now. We'll go backwards. Back twice? Oh my. There's so many more things than I anticipated. Right. It's been a while. Okay. So let's... Nope, not Tenbin. We're doing Chameleon. Why does... When it clips in, it is sometimes confusing these 4 other ones. There we go. It is a very fun variation on the gun transformation device and the brace transformation device. Okay, so let's try the other directions with the base Dark Qtama. Dark Voyager? What did that do? Okay, and let's see with Black Hole. Oh. Oh, that was actually a little underwhelming. That was a little underwhelming of a noise. One thing I wish Loopout would have explored is what happens when you put a dial fighter and a trigger machine on at the same time. Yeah, there's a lot of things that I wish Loopout would have done with bringing the teams together. Okay, so that seems to be mostly the same regardless of what you do. Okay, so that is very interesting. That was very cool. There are a lot of cool sounds in this. I wish I had more Qtama. I would love to kind of explore what more Kyutama do. I'm wondering if maybe the Oshi and Tenbin are all just different variations on this side, and that's why something is not getting pushed down correctly? Because it seems to be specifically those three. Oh, definitely. You can definitely get them very cheap on Mandarake. I just don't have space for displaying them. Okay. I'm quite thrilled that the X-Aid sounds in the Dark Seiza Blaster are Genom. I knew in my heart, but to have it confirmed is very cool. So I'm gonna put it here. Again, the paint on it, again, this is used, so I've got like a little scuff here, but otherwise the condition is amazing. The paint on it is really cool. You've got this is really textured. It's hard to see on... Whoa! Naga, what? There's just Naga voices in it? There's just... If I hit this button without any Kyutama in it, there's just Naga voices. What? I did that by accident. Sad for his boyfriend. I wish there was echidna voices in it too. Oh damn, he's just gone. He loves his boyfriend. I knew there were Naga lines in here and then forgot about it and did not think about like how to get to them. What is he saying about Balance's birthday? Tanjobi is birthday. Is he talking about Balance's birthday? I don't remember him doing that in that arc. He literally just says, Balance, happy birthday! Why does he say happy birthday? Why does he say happy birthday? What? I wish there was echidna lines in here. I like that my mouth is moving to these voice clips. Because this is based entirely on audio input. It looks like I'm voice acting, but I'm not. I mean, look, he would never forget Balance's birthday. It's just that Balance's birthday was in an entirely different part of the show. Wait, now it's just doing blaster noises again. How did I secretly unlock the voice clips? Now it's just doing blaster noises again. Is it just cycle through some blaster noises and then the voice clips? I didn't think I hit it that many times. Oh, you hold it. It's not the trigger, it is the button down here. If you tap it... Oh, I guess... if you... When I held it... Okay, so if you hold this button down, it will switch between doing blaster sounds, like, and then And then if I hold it... Okay, so holding this down will switch between the blaster sounds and the Naga voice clips. Okay. So that's interesting. There's some good voice clips in there. I love that Balance Happy Birthday is in there for some reason. That's hysterical. I do wish there was, like, the last Echidna speech, or, like, Naga, please save the universe. I kind of wish that was in there, just because that was such a moment, and also, like, look, I want Echidna things, and there aren't any. I had to make the fucking Nendroid myself. I should have brought her out here. I should have put her on the desk for this. I don't know why I didn't, because I didn't have a lot of time. I didn't think of it. So that is the Dark Seiza Blaster with its 2 Kyutama, the Dark and Black Hole Kyutamas. We checked out Karasu and Camelio, along with the Xaid Kyutama. So I'm going to turn this off. I will put these aside for the moment. Just put them over here. And I think as a special treat, just because I've got them, sorry about that, hit my monitor. Just because I've got them, I have these 2 ghost icons, and these are character icons, so these aren't the belt icons. You can see they've got the little tails, and the one thing I love about these, poor Garu, I would have loved more for the other Q Rangers. There was just not enough time. But the one thing I do love about the little character icons is that their tails are on a little ball joint, so you can wiggle them around, which I think is adorable. The brown one, this is for Onari. This one is canon, and this one is Onari. When they released the Onari icon, I flung myself face first at it because I love Onari so much. He's my favorite character in Ghost, and these are voice lined. I like that the canon one lights up pink. It's very cute. Oh, can you hear her? She's very quiet. Like Cannon's is very quiet because she's very soft-spoken. Through a loot box, wow. No, I paid full price for it immediately. I love Onari so much. I have, like, almost all of the Onari merch that exists. I don't have the phone case, but I have the little, there was a little set of figures that was, like, 2 of him, 1 of Yurusen, and 1 of Kyubi, and I got those. So here's his. He's a little wordy. He's a little bit wordy. It is a shame that, like, half of Canon's voice lines are just Oni-chan. But that was kind of how Canon existed within Kamen Rider Ghost. But I do love that these are... I do love that the little tails wiggle. I mean, you can see a little bit. They've got a kind of an opening for the speaker. Cannons are down here on the little grippy part, while Onari's is along the side. Not sure what the change in that was about. Maybe that is why Onari's is a little louder. I'm not sure. But they just live over on the side of my desk. So I'm going to switch this over here. While I take the batteries back out of this, because I have to put them back where they go. The loot box had the Onari icon, Zoo Ranger Russia, Yellow Dial Fighter, Green Dial Fighter, White Ranger Icon, Ultraman Victory Figure Arts, and a Rider Kicks Ryuki. Oh, nice! That's a good... A White Ranger figure art. That makes more sense. That's not a bad assortment of things, though. How do I get the batteries out of this? Is a good question. I need, like, a little something. Let me see if I can just use this box cutter to, like, pry them out. Yeah, that works. Because these batteries I took out of other things in my house and they need to go back when I'm done. But I just wanted to borrow them to do this little demo. So we'll close this back up. Thank you everyone for coming to do this with me. I want to do these more often. I will make a list of the things that I have. I have a few belts. I have the Ghost Driver. I have the DX Ghost. The next thing we're going to do is the CSM Garen set. Because I have that, and I also haven't taken that out and played with it at all. Because I do not have a place to display that right now, unfortunately. But we are going to look at the CSM Garen, Kamen Rider Garen set next time. Oh, interesting. I will maybe have to take a look at that in the future. But, so I have a few other things that we can do this with. I have the Ghost Driver, the Double Driver, I have the DX Garen and Liangle belts. I have two Magiphones that we could do. We could look at those together and compare them. I have the regular Magiphone, and I have the Magimother Magiphone. What other things do I have? I don't have a lot. I do have, I have the Ankh Lockseed. If we wanted to do, like, an electronics gimmick night, I have the Ankh Lockseed, and I have the two Ride Watches that I mentioned. I think I have 4 belts, because I have Garen and Liangle. Well, I technically have 5 belts, because I have DX Garen and CSM Garen, and then I have the Double Driver and the Ghost Driver. I do want to... Oh no, I also have a Wizard Driver, and that I have a lot of rings for, so we could definitely do the Wizard Driver at some point. Because I have a lot of Wizard rings that I was given with that. So we are going to do Garen next. I will probably pull out my Garen stuff. I also have a Blade Rouser. I have the Garen Rouser and Blade Rouser, the DX ones as well. I will probably pull all of my Garen stuff out to compare the CSM stuff to the DX stuff. But otherwise, and I think, again, I don't have a lot of stuff, so I think for now I'm going to limit this to once a month. Just to conserve the amount of things that I have at the moment. Did I put this in wrong? I don't think I did. No, because then it's hanging off the back. So, like I said, I think I'm going to, for now, do this once a month. And then, I will do it on Sundays instead of a game stream, or alongside a game stream. I really want the CSM Kiva belt, but I don't know if I want to spend that much money to have to deal with it getting here. Yeah, I was very lucky with the Garen set. A friend who works at GameStop, they were getting it, and he was able to order it for me, pre-order it for me, and I just paid it off through over months to him. He paid for it for me, and then I paid him back over the course of several months. So I'm just gonna slide this back in here. So I can put it back off to the side. Something about this is not closing right. I will handle that later. Are these AAAs? Oh, I could have just taken them out of here, out of my keyboard. Is this AAA? So I could have just taken them. No, that's a double. The mouse is a double. Okay. Well, I will bring that stuff back downstairs in a little bit. But I will maybe... I also have the Riobot Magic Knight Rare statue that I would like to take a look at on here with you guys. In March, the Motoroid Magic Knight Rare kits are coming out, and I would like to build those on stream with you guys. I think that would be fun, is putting those together with you guys. Those are model kits for some of my favorite big ol' robots that ever there were. Oh, Cutie Honey Universe is good. I liked Cutie Honey Universe. I don't know, it's not my favorite Cutie Honey part of the franchise, but I did really like it. I wish that it had used Honey Flash as the opening instead of coming up with a new one for some reason. But Cutie Honey Universe was cool. I really liked the animation, I liked the character designs. It was cute, it was fun. I love Cutie Honey. So what other things do I have? So, I do want to pick up some Ultraman stuff in the future. Particularly, I want to pick up I want to pick up Juggler's stuff, at some point, but his stuff can be a little pricey, so I'm not sure when that'll happen. But I'm gonna get some Ultraman stuff eventually, and we'll do Ultraman stuff on here too. I feel like I have a Deca license. I have the Master license, actually. I don't think I have a normal Deca license, but I think I have the Master license, and we can check that out if I can find it. A lot of my stuff is still kind of in boxes, because when I moved in here, where I am now, I don't have a lot of space, so a lot of stuff is still packed, even though it's been, like, 2-3 years now. Oof. Big oof. But, I will get that stuff handled at some point. I'll find that stuff, and I'll like run polls, probably on Discord, and maybe also on Twitter, and kind of compare the results and see what people want. But next time we are going to do the Garen stuff. We're going to compare the CSM. I'm going to demo the CSM set, and we'll compare the CSM set to the DX stuff that I have. Just because it is the first CSM that I've gotten, and I'd really like to actually take a look at the difference in quality. So I'll go through those things. Yeah, if you want to send me some Trigger toys, if maybe, Bluefin, or someone, I don't know. The Zeranos CSM set does look really nice. Like, the CSM stuff looks so good. When I was in, Tokyo in 2019, the Blade CSM stuff had just come out, and they had it on display at the Rider Diner. So I got to really check that out, while I was waiting for my reservation, which was very, very cool. If you ever get a chance, if you're ever in Ikebukuro for whatever reason, it's so worth going. It was so cool. Everyone there was super, super nice. Even though they do have some English-speaking staff, and I think they have an English menu. But again, everything in the menu has pictures, but they really helped me through ordering. They were very, very nice. I would definitely recommend it. It was mega cool. So let's see, what can I do now? What can I do now? I'm gonna pop open Steam, I guess. And just see what's going on Steam. But, like, I would definitely pick up more CSM stuff if it weren't prohibitively expensive. I cannot generally afford CSM stuff, but, I got, my friend did use his employee discount for me to get the Garen stuff, and I just went for it at the time. I'm trying to think of what other, like, cool things I have that we could do on stream eventually. I'll make a list, and I'll put them up. I'll put it up in the Discord, I guess. And then, we'll figure it out. And right now, I think maybe every month, once a month for now. I've only seen episode 1 of Trigger. I don't know anything about Tiga, so I can really only judge Trigger kind of on its own merits. I like the kid. I like, Kento? I think with Kengo? Kengo? I think it's Kengo, because my brain was like, yes, Kengo is the name of Space Boys. So I think his name was Kengo. I like him. I thought he was very sweet. I like the design for Trigger himself. I like the giant angry villain lady. She's big and angry and horny, and that is right up my alley. I'm excited to see the Earth team. Kengo, yeah, because Kengo is the Space Boy name. So I'm excited to see the Earth team. I hope that we will be going back and forth to Mars. I don't know how plausible that is. But, I feel like if you set the first episode on Mars, you've gotta do more Mars at some point. So I'm really hopeful that we will see more Mars as the show goes on. I'm excited for some of the actors. That one dude was the kind of comic relief guy who owned the store in Jeed. I don't remember his actor's name. Mr. Tabasco Ghost Pepper over here. Kei Hosogai. It's cool to see him again. It's cool to see Kei Hosogai again. Yeah, I mean, Taka did a video on episode 1 of Trigger that I watched, and there is apparently a lot that is quietly referencing Tiga. And I do think that, like, the dude and the mom know some stuff. So I'm curious to see how Tiga ties in, even though I don't really know anything about Tiga. But, it does seem to stand very well on its own, which I like. We've got the Fukidist from Jeed and Tabasco Ghost Pepper and a couple other people that were in things. Yeah, those were the main 2 that I recognized. I think I don't know if I recognized anyone else offhand. I know with Zet, like, aside from Takaya, obviously, the like leader of the defense force is Wajima from Wizard, which was kind of neat. I recognized him right away. I'm very good at recognizing faces that I've seen before, but I'm not great at putting names to them, is my problem. The older dude from the Hiro Yoshihiko series, it's oh yeah, I've heard of it. I don't really know anything about Dragon Quest. Though you say loosely based. I knew it was like a Dragon Quest thing, so I wasn't sure, like, how much I needed to know about Dragon Quest to watch it, but, like, clips that I've seen for it, or, like, screen cap series that I've seen from it were very, very funny. The jokes that I've seen from it were incredibly funny. So, I've thought about watching it. The dude in... Oh, right! I did recognize him. That dude who was in Amazon's early on. I don't know why I thought I... Oh, jeez, what fell? Oh, that's one of the batteries. I need to know where that is for later. There we go. Oh, right! I forgot that she was also in it. But yeah, no, I'm very excited to see more of Tiga. I'm excited to, we're gonna check out Ginga soon, which I'm excited for. I'm very excited to get to the end of Zet. Not that I want Zet to be over, but I just, you know, the ending looks like it's really good, and I want to see, you know, what Juggler's up to, because that's my boy. That is my trash boy, who I love so much. I love Juggler. But yeah, no, I'm excited for the end of Saber. I do not know anything about what's coming after, so please, no words on that. No words on what is coming after Saber. I do my best to go as blind as I can into things at this point. Primarily because of what happened with the Ninja. We're at the point... Yeah, I want all the children to be happy again. I feel... I guess, especially, like, Haruki and Yuka, I feel extra bad for. Though Yuka does seem to be, like, living her best life. To some extent. I saw Ginga as it aired, and it had a very weird air schedule. It aired during the middle of Ultraman Retsuden, a compilation series. It also had a 6... Man, and Ginga's short, too. How did they, like, do 6 episodes and then take a 6-month hiatus? That's wild. But I don't know. I'm kind of excited to get more into Ultraman. Just, like, I don't know, I put off Ultraman for so long because I was so overwhelmed by... One, I could not mentally distinguish any singular Ultraman from any other Ultraman. I couldn't, my brain was like, no, they all look exactly alike, why is it like this? And then just the interconnectedness of Ultraman, and those two factors, like, the fact that they were all connected and I couldn't tell any of them apart, I was like, I can't handle this, I'm not doing this, but I kind of always wanted to, because it was the other, like, big tokusatsu, so, you know, I wanted to see it, but I never knew what a good entry point was, so, but now I'm here. Now I'm here, and I think I'm just going to tell people to start on Orb. Kind of for the same reason that I tell people to start on Double, because it's very small. I first saw Ultra 7X and hated it so much I refused to watch Ultra for years before Ginga. And even then it took X and Orb to get into it. And it's really surprising how much... I mean, Jeed was my first. And Jeed was just... I really liked the energy of Jeed. And after that, it really took me a bit to get into Orb. I thought it was maybe 2 or 3 episodes, but it was apparently, like, close to 6 episodes before I was into Jeed, which is like a full... or into Orb. Which is like a full quarter of the show. But then Orb just kind of wormed its way into my heart. And I'm just very, very fond of it. And I think part of that is Juggler. Part of that is probably Juggler, because I love him dearly. But, you know, it's like I'm it's cool for me. I'm happy with getting into it. I'm enjoying where I am with it, and I want to see more Ultraman, especially since like I've seen all of Heisei Kamen Rider, with the exception of the second half of Gaim and the last couple episodes of Zeo, and I'm not gonna watch those. Well, I'm gonna finish Zeo eventually. I am. I just don't know when. Please don't tell me not to. I just want to do it eventually. But, like, the second half of Gaim, I'm never going back and watching that. I'm just not gonna do it. But, you know, Showa Rider is still a little hard to get a hold of, and there's a lot of Sentai that I haven't seen that I could go into Shout Factory and watch, because the vast majority of those I have not. The vast majority in the Shout Factory stretch I have not seen. Highly recommended is Ultra Galaxy Mega Monster Battle. It's basically, yeah, I think that's on the list at some point. I like the one thing with Ultraman is I'm not really sure like how to jump around in it. So, you know, I don't know. I'll figure it out at some point. But yeah, like I haven't seen I've seen Zoo Ranger and I've seen Die Ranger, and I think I think they also have Gao Ranger. I think that's also in the stretch of them that they have, and I've seen that. So that those, excuse me, those. Excuse me. I have something in my throat there. Something in my throat. But yeah. So those Shout Factory Sentai I do want to go back and watch eventually. I'm hoping that eventually Shout Factory gets the license to go back to subbing Sentai. Okay, that's cool. I'm very, very excited for the 01 Blu-rays. I am so deeply hyped for the 01 Blu-rays. I will buy them immediately as soon as there are pre-orders. I don't know when that will be, but I'm gonna do it. I'm so incredibly hyped to have a physical, like, a physical Western subtitled release of Kamen Rider 01. Because it's one of the nearest and dearest to my heart. And I'm so thrilled that that was announced. I really didn't expect it. Rube is pretty fun. Yeah, I do think we're gonna look at Rube eventually. But you know, it's a lot of it is time. A lot of it is time and me trying to get consistent paid work. That is really the big, tricky bit right now. Cause I gotta pay them bills. Gotta pay them bills, y'all. Ginga S and X first, then maybe Rube will be available, yeah. I really hope that the 01 Blu-ray launch is successful enough that they can then negotiate more, more releases. I don't know what the order would be. I'm not sure where they would pick up. So, because with Sentai, they were like, yeah, we're gonna do Zyuranger because we're gonna bank off Mighty Morphin, as you do. And then just went forward from there. Oh, hi Moku. Yeah, we did the demo already. I should probably change my title. There we go. But I will be posting the demo on YouTube. I've got, I think on the 22nd, I think Wednesday, I've got another video coming out that was the Endwalker benchmark that we did, with the bunny boy that we made, so that'll be going up, and then I'm gonna clip out the demo and maybe edit it down a little bit, and that'll be going up on YouTube. It saddens me that there are technically official subs for Agito and Ryuki, but they're horrible. Yeah, that's a shame. And it's also a shame that this fandom is so fucking stupid that the way that they chose to complain about it was to, point to the fan subs, when, y'all just point at Shout Factory's Kuga. They did a fine job. Point at Kuga and Ichigo and their other Sentai and be like, look, let them do it. They're doing a good job. And instead they pointed to the fan subs and they got us all in trouble. Like a bunch of fucking idiots. I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm just disappointed. I'm just disappointed because I thought, I don't know why I thought, but I thought maybe by now we were smarter than this. But apparently fucking not. Just apparently not. I'm like, okay, fine. The fandom is... See, they're not narcs because they don't want to get them caught. They don't want them to get caught and shut down. They're just idiots. They're just idiots who don't realize the code of, we are allowed to do this because we buy the toys and that is where Toei makes their money. And they realize that we're doing that and they're like, okay, so we will let you do this thing as long as you don't talk to us about it, so we have plausible deniability about you doing it. And then they go and tell them, and they're like, well, now the legal department knows, and we have to enforce copyright. And I'm just like, y'all fucking idiots. Why did you tell them? I don't know. This is one of the dumbest fucking fandoms I've been in. They're stupid. There are people in this fandom who are just fucking stupid. And I've been in a lot of them. I've been in, some rough fandoms. I was in the Bleach fandom for a long time. I was in the Bleach fandom for, 5 or 6 years. And that wasn't a good fandom. I think because it was so big, so there was a high percentage of just garbage in it. But they weren't stupid. They weren't dumb. And it's obviously not everyone in this fandom is dumb. There are plenty of good, wonderful people, some of the kindest people I have ever met. But then there's just a percentage of them that are dumb. And when this fandom was smaller, it was less of a problem. Because the percentage was the same, but it was less people, because we were a much smaller fandom. But now we have grown, and ballooned, And now there's just so many more stupid people. Just so many more that are dumb. That are just fucking idiots. But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is, and it's fine. It's fine. How do I don't know how to, like, get these to where they're not sometimes going out of these boxes that I've made. Oh yeah, well, I'm pretty sure it's the same people as the Zeo Trinity debacle. Like, I feel like it's just the same people. Because it has to be, because after the Zeo Trinity debacle, everyone should have known better. And I think that, you know, all of the smart people in the fandom, all of the rational adults, did know better. But they just did it again. I mean, honestly, I had been against the leaks for years. And the Zeo Trinity debacle, I was just like, good, maybe this will make it stop. Because for a while, the pre-show leaks, and even mid-show, like, all of the toy leaks got so out of hand. It got so out of hand for so many, and I don't know if it has maybe gotten less out of hand, or if I have just unfollowed and muted the vast majority of people, that I just don't see these things anymore. The worst part of the Zeo Trinity debacle was that someone was using that to shill his podcast at Shurika. Yeah! This fandom is full of idiots! Like, why are they like this? Like, I don't get it. Y'all, I don't get it. But, like, I don't know. I don't know if I just unfollowed enough people that I don't see it anymore, or if it has actually gotten better. Because thankfully, I have been completely blind to everything. I haven't seen any leaks, any pre-show stuff. I don't know anything about what's coming after Saber, and that is how I choose to live my life. I don't want to see a damn thing until it is time for me to watch episode 1. It's gotten better, but that's more because Toei is more careful with the information, which, like, good, because I didn't expect it to be people in this fandom that changed. I definitely expected it to be, like, Toei not putting things out there in the same way. 'Cause just, man, it was rough for a hot minute. Again, like, part of the reason I used to, if you go back in my podcast, there is an episode I did on the pre-release stuff for Drive. Like, I used to look at that stuff. It was fine. I mean, I took it with a grain of salt because, you know, none of the press conference character descriptions for anyone in the cast were correct. Like, they were all wrong. None of that was ever relevant to Drive. So, you know, but, you know, you take it with a grain of salt and you look at the character designs and you look at the cast and it's fine. But, you know, after what happened with Ninja, where I stopped watching the show because of the way the fandom was talking about it before it had even started airing, I'm like, I don't want to be part of this anymore. I don't want to be part of that discussion. I don't think it's good. I don't think it's a good way to consume media, to decide that a show is going to be shit before it's even started airing. I mean, that's fair. I just haven't seen them. I don't know shit, and that's how I choose to live my life. But, like, just the fact that I heard so much of Ninja is gonna be shit, but haha, funny man with burger phone, that was, like, all I was hearing in the weeks, like, the maybe 2 weeks leading up to the start of Ninja. And I just got so fed up with it that when the gold showed up, I was like, I'm so fed up that I can't even watch this. I'm sure it still happens, I just don't follow those people anymore. I've just removed all of those people from my feeds. Because it was misery. I didn't want to be part of that conversation. And then, you know, there was a time around, like, Forza and Wizard where people were so eager to get their, like, photo sets and gift sets, and this was back in the days of Tumblr, but it was also on Twitter. You know, people were so eager to get their gifts and screenshots up before anyone else, is that they were posting them from Raws before anyone even had a chance to watch it subbed. And I'm like, that's not fair. I don't want to be part of that either. Again, that's miserable. So I just, you know, I got much, much more selective about what parts of the community I frequented. And it's made it a much more fun experience. Like, you know, from Ghost onward, I think I may have seen some pre-show stuff for Ghost. Or no, Drive. Drive was the last time that I really looked into that stuff. I think I saw some of it for Ghost. But I think Ghost, after the beginning of Ghost, was really when I started trimming that back, because there was also some of it for Ghost. There were people being like, oh, they're just capitalizing off of Yokai Watch, and, like, the suit is good, but this looks dumb. They're only, you know, just picking young, hot actors, which, like, yeah, they are, but it's always been that way. At least in Heisei, it's always been that way. The fucking Joe Odagiri effect is named that for a reason, y'all. So I really just, around early Ghost, I got really selective. I'd also had a couple falling outs with people around that time, so that also helped. But I got much more selective about what parts of the community I followed. And it's become a much more fun experience. To just, like, vibe and talk about the show with friends. And on here. Like, I really love just coming here to talk about tokusatsu with everyone and just chat about it on stream. Like, that's so fun. And, you know, now that I am out and publicly a retired Sentai villain, it's well, not Sentai specifically, sort of Sentai specifically, but just a retired tokusatsu villain in general. It works a little better with my brand. I always wait to form an opinion until I finish the series, and even then I'd rather focus on the bits I enjoyed than dwell on the parts I didn't. Yes, that is truly kind of how I try to experience it. Sometimes I end up with opinions before that, like Gaim. I tried to give Gaim the best chance I could, but Gen Urobuchi's writing is not for me, and there was a point at which I saw the writing on the wall and was like, I'm gonna bail because there's nothing in this I'm enjoying. With Zenkaiger, I was really enjoying Zenkaiger, and then I don't like Zox. I don't like him. And I'm just like, you know what? I can't watch him week to week and enjoy this, so I'm gonna step away, and when the show is ending, I will watch it all at once. And I think that will be a more palatable way for me to experience this show. It is a thing where I try not to judge characters based on the first couple of episodes, because, you know, they have these arcs. Like, Medic in Drive is a really good example. I did not like her for the vast majority of that show. And then they kind of went into her, they did the backstory arc about the girl that she took her appearance and personality from. And I was like, oh, I love her now. And, like, it changed my entire opinion on her. There's literally only one tokusatsu I hate, Shogeki Go Raigan. I have not seen that. I'm not totally sure what it is, but, you know, sometimes the thing is just not for you. I genuinely really do not like Gaim. I don't know if hate is the word that I would use, but I don't like it. Gaim and Drive were very, very dissatisfying to me. I like Drive more than Gaim because there are parts of Drive that I really like, and the rest of Drive I think is a trash fire. But there are a couple of things in it that I really, really like. So, like, I am hard on Drive because I had a lot of high hopes for it, and I think it had a lot of potential, that it just, I just don't like the direction it went. I'm just not there for the way that they chose to go with that show. But there's a lot of stuff that I really like in it. But Gaim was just not for me. I don't like Gen Urobuchi's writing. I don't like his writing. I don't think he has any business writing hero shows. He watched Kamen Rider Ryuki and completely misunderstood the message of it and has based his deeply cynical writing around that misunderstanding since, and I just don't think he has any business writing hero shows. Shogeki Go Raigan was made by Keita Amamiya, and it's a mess of a show. 12 episodes with 3 filler episodes and a very frustrating ending. Fair enough. 12-episode shows are a tricky beast. I think a 24-episode show is really the sweet spot of you can get a 12-episode shows, I think it's just harder to get something that is as deeply satisfying. It's possible. It's completely doable. I just think it is much, much harder. And then anything longer than like 24 episodes, I think there is kind of a lot of room to go off the rails. Where I think like a 24 episode show, like an Ultraman-sized show, is kind of the perfect length. I thought Gaim was okay, but there are much better seasons. Yeah, it's not for me. Gaim's just not for me. But yeah, like 24 episodes, I think is really the absolutely perfect length. I would have been a lot more okay with Gaim had they not driven off a cliff in the last 3 episodes. I didn't even get that far. I made it halfway through that show. I made it to the big, where Takatora, like, reveals everything to Kota. And then how at the end of that, he tells Kota, like, oh, by the way, your friend Yuya, he's that monster you killed back in episode 1. And I'm like, you didn't need to tell him that. He was, like, Kota was already with you, and now you've just kind of, like, kicked him while he's down. There was no need to tell him that in order to make yourself feel superior about your, like, moral conundrum that you're in, that I loved. Because Takatora is essentially post-time skip Rasu from Gurren Lagann, and I love that character arc. But then Takatora did that, and I'm just like, well, no, you didn't need to do that. Now you've just, like, fucked him up, and he's not gonna want to help you now, because now he's dealing with his own trauma. So I just stopped after that. It was more than I could deal with. It wasn't for me, and Michi made me miserable. And again, around that time, I was having a couple falling outs with some people, and Michi was hitting a little too close to home in some respects. You know, I cut off a lot of stuff, and Gaim was one of those things. But you know, Ghost was really around the time that Rider really picked back up for me. Ghost is near and dear to my heart. I also cut off a lot of the fandom because a lot of people were really, like, I don't mind if they don't like Ghost, but a lot of people were, like, getting up my ass about it. Like, a lot of people were being really rude about me enjoying Ghost. And, like, I remember there was one day I was just having a really bad time at work, and I kind of vented on Twitter, and someone was like, yeah, that's what watching Ghost is like, and I'm like, can you just leave? Can you just fucking not? And I think I blocked them after that, because that was completely inappropriate. But, you know, it is what it is. I've just become much pickier about how I interact. And, frankly, since then, I haven't had... Well, you know, there was Zio. Never mind. I was about to say I hadn't had a Rider experience that I did enjoy, but I did enjoy a lot of Zio. I just also didn't enjoy a lot of Zio. Alright, I was looking at Steam games. We were gonna do some stuff, because I've only been doing this for almost 2 hours. I kind of want to just boot up 14. Do some stuff in 14. I'm getting congested, damn it. Does anyone have any, like, good advice for congestion? Because most of the time I don't care, but I feel like on stream that's kind of gross. And I don't want to deal with that. We could do more 14. I can boot up 14. I do need to do the Make It Rain quest. So we can do that. And some other things. I'll log in. Let's see. Bring that down completely. On a tangent about Gurren Lagann, have you ever seen a series called Star Driver? It was made by Studio Bones, and it's like if you threw Gurren Lagann and Sailor Moon. I feel like I watched the first episode. I did watch a little bit of Star Driver, and I did not like it. I did not like Star Driver. It was not for me. I'm not super into magical boy stuff. That's a complicated can of worms, but I watched the first episode and I didn't like it. Did I tell you that my wrestling friend's new job got announced publicly? No, you didn't. Good for them. Congratulations. Congratulations to them. Let me switch over back to... I will unplug that. I didn't like Star Driver. It wasn't for me. Switch over to this. There we go. Oop, why is that still on? Here we go. We don't need to watch that. I know a lot of people who really liked Star Driver, but it was not for me. He's now signed with Impact Wrestling, which is like my 5th choice, but hey, the checks are clear. Yeah, I mean, get that bread. Get that bread. That's what you gotta do. Let me... There we go. I wish I had checks to clear. I am waiting on some freelance invoices to come in, but I need more of them to get by. Okay, we're in. I think people are setting off fireworks out in the void. I think I'm outside the guild house. I don't know if I've shown off the yard since I redid it. I don't know if I've shown off the basement since I redid it either. In the Rabbit Illuminati burrow, so to speak. Oh, we are loading in. There we go. Oop. There we go. I'm on Red Mage right now. I was doing some Red Mage stuff. I didn't realize I was up on that plant. I redid our yard recently. We have some hydrangeas now, because they're pretty, along with our Sephiroth tree. And then we have a nice little patio back here, under a pretty, pretty tree, with one of Suri's retainers, making pizzas. There we go. Now you can see. She's making pizzas. Pizzas for us. We will go inside. Oh, on the company board it's hello everybody, which is very cute. Do I have my audio down? There we go. Oh, this is new. What the hell is this? Oh, it's an ethereal wheel stand, and I don't know what those are for. But that's new. That wasn't there yesterday. This is Snacky Corner. We come up here and have snacks together with our radio. This is our lady who sells things. These are our Namazu who sell things. And these are our menders. They are girlfriends. I decorated this house myself. So we have a little bush down here. We have a little snack table. You can come sit over here next to you can watch the fish, and you can watch the TV. We have a big TV. You can come back here and pay your respects to the Admiral, because she's hot and tall. So she has a lot of treasure, because we all pay our respects. And then you can come sit in the weed corner. This is the weed corner. You can come sit in here and smoke your weed, I guess. Oh, and I finished my room. So I'm going to show you that. And then maybe we'll do some roulettes. Move to my private chambers. So you can see over here I've got some trees and ponds in my entryway, which are very nice. Up on this side is my bathroom. It's got a tub and a sink. You got some things you can put in the bath. I've got some futons folded up there. Oh, is it too high? We can turn it down a little bit. I can turn it down somewhat. That should be good. And then up on this side is kind of my living, sitting area. I've got some more snacks. I've got some cool posters, snake dolls, and all of my booze. And you can come get a futon from this side, And if I were to have a guest, they could lay it out up here or down here. So this is the dressing area. Oh, it probably was a boss theme, is the thing. It probably was a boss theme. So this is my messy dresser, and my makeup table, and my fish. And then here's my bed with my flower rug. This is where Ryder Kisaragi sleeps. And then this is the kitchen. It's my very cute kitchen. I've got foods cooking. I've got a nice little dining area. I've got my aprons and stuff. And my paintings. I think I can roulette from here and it'll just put me outside when we're done. So go back onto Monk. And we will do a... We'll do a leveling. Okay, we have enough time to leave. I'm just gonna run through her butt there. What song is this? Oh, this is the Titania music. This is boss music. And then it breaks into this. This is for when you fight Titania. So we'll do a leveling and maybe PvP, because that'll get me a couple. Between those, I'll get a couple levels. And then I'll probably switch to Red Mage and we can do roulettes on that. Hey, it's Sephiroth Goku! It's my friend Sephiroth Goku! It's my beautiful friend Sephiroth Goku. No, Sephiroth Goku, where are you going? I'm trying to pet you. Trying to pet you. You're too far away. Sephiroth Goku's so cute. Oh, my cute friend Sephiroth Goku. This is one of my friends who I usually play with. Being very, very cute. Are they leaving? Did they leave? Oh yeah, they're teleporting out. Yeah, they're teleporting out. So I'm just gonna grab some stuff from my retainer. Ooh. I'm just gonna handle my ventures, because they're useful. I will probably just sell this stuff later. So this is Ryder Kisaragi, who is my beautiful cat girl. Right now I'm leveling Monk. I'm almost done leveling Red Mage. I've been kind of saving the last couple levels for more Bozja stuff, but I may just go through it. I'll probably get back to leveling Machinist after that, and I think I did a little work on Rogue recently. The orange 80s mean I am at level cap, though that is going up to 90 when Endwalker happens. So then I will have to level those a little bit more when it's time for Endwalker. I need to go to the Menders. This is why I put Menders in my house. Is because I hate finding Menders. So my free company that I'm in is the Rabbit Illuminati. You can see we're the Rabbit Illuminati. There is only one Viera. There is only one Viera in our free company. But there is another... I think... Is it these? Is it these guys? I think it's them, actually. There is another rabbit-themed free company, which I think is this house up here. Nope, this is a private estate. It's this one. It's these guys over here. This is the Rabbit Bunker. The Rabbite Bunker. They're the Rabbite Brigade. And they just happen to live across the way from us. They just so happen. I don't know, did they do anything with the inside of their house? Were they one of the ones who had a nice one? Oh yeah, they have a pretty nice little kind of setup. Oh, can I go into anyone's room? Ooh, let's go into some people's rooms. Has your Viera friend found out about the Harengon yet? And then probably? It's Surrey. Surrey is the Viera. The only Viera in our free company. Surrey is generally up on all of the rabbit news. So I assume so. I like this bed. It's very fancy. They've got a little desk, they've got a fish. They haven't done much in here, but it's nice. Oh, and they've got a nice little... They've got, like, a bar. I like their, I like their maid. I like the, shit, not Hrothgar. Oh, you can say it's Surrey. Surrey's been here. Rogadin. I like their Rogadin maid. She is lovely. And I don't know who this cat girl is, or what she's doing. She's just vibing, I guess. I'm hoping, I don't know if I'll have enough gil by that time, but I'm hoping that when the new Ishgard housing comes out, I can get a plot in the Mist, which is the Limsa Lominsa housing. Oh man, the wait for this is long. We're gonna do some other stuff while we're waiting. We're gonna go to Kugane and sell some things. But I am hoping that I can, because this is the Free Company house, it's not tied to me, even though I can have an apartment there and furnish it. I am hoping that if I have enough gil, that I can get a plot. I want a medium plot. I don't know if that'll be available. But if people are trying to get stuff in Ishgard, that maybe I can get a house in the Mist. Because I love the Mist and I love Limsa. This is not where I wanted to go. And maybe we'll do some Hades runs. Just because I know the Hades fight. If anyone is on Primal, y'all are welcome to come vibe. Doman Enclave is a great way to make money. Because they will give me, you can see here, 200% is how, like, for, you can see that this sells for 500 gil. They give me 200% of that price, so they give me 1,000 gil for every one of these. It's just a great way to make a little extra money. And, like, I've finished the Doman Enclave stuff, so, like, there are quests in here that you build all this up. I mean, I have not had much of an excuse to play since I finished Shadowbringers, because the folks I usually play with are not playing that much, and playing by myself is not super fun. But I love this game. I love this game, and I kind of want to play it all the time. So I'm very, very excited for Endwalker. We are gonna do Endwalker MSQ on stream. I've thought about making an alt for stream and going through the main story quest. But I'm also thinking about how much I can do. I need to look into how much I can do with New Game Plus. Because maybe I'll go through, like, I want to see exactly how New Game Plus functions. Yeah, I mean, if you want to play, I will gladly go through, like, the story and stuff with you. And take you through your dungeons. You can probably make a Hrothgar that looks somewhat like a panda. Like, if you want to be a Hrothgar, you can obviously be whatever you want. But the lore for Ryder Kisaragi is that she is just a weird lady from Limsa Lominsa who stumbled into heroism and now thinks that she's the shit. She thinks that she's the coolest, most capable person in all of Eorzea, and unfortunately, nothing has proved her wrong yet. But yeah, so as you build up the Enclave, you kind of, these folks all start showing up, and you can buy more and more stuff from this lady, so I have all of this now. So there's really none of this that I need at this point. Let me see how much Dotharli cloth sells for, though. But I mean, if you want to play, it's a great game. The early bits can be a little rough. I'd love to join, but there's one gaping. Is there? Is there a roadblock? What is it? I don't think there's a market board here. But if you wanted to play, I would love to. Oh yeah, well, the thing about that is that you can play Final Fantasy XIV for free. The free trial goes all the way up to level 60, so you can play through A Realm Reborn and the critically acclaimed Heavensward expansion for free. You can just do it for free. They just hand that shit out to you. There's a couple minor restrictions. I don't think you can trade items, and a couple other things, but you can play literally half of the game that exists right now for free. There is no time limit. There is, like, you can go all the way to level 60. It's free. You can just do it. And, like, you need to understand how good that is, because where the free trial used to end was in the middle of a Realm Reborn, right before you got to Titan, and the stretch of game between Ifrit and Titan sucks. It is the worst part of the game. It is just this really tedious string of fetch. The current level cap is 80. So 60 is very high. You basically get to play the entire expansion for free. Steam is releasing a Switch-style handheld in December, so I'm tempted to get that because the alternative is getting a gaming laptop, and I don't game enough to warrant the $1,500 to $2,000 that would cost for a decent one. Fair enough. I mean, like, if that's the thing, like, $400 is a lot more affordable than $1,500. I pretty much built a gaming PC so that it would be strong enough for video editing. Oh, it's Titan. It's always Titan. Even when you're fucking doing leveling, it's Titan. I say nice things to my parties. Do Fists of Earth. And then this. But, I mean, like, I don't know, this is honestly... I've tried a couple of MMOs. This is the one that I really got into. The story is super good. The parts that aren't are relatively short and easy to get through, especially if you've got cool people that you're playing with. Like, it's a fun game. I highly recommend it. It's worth the money that I've put into it. I feel like the amount that I have spent on the game and my sub is well worth the amount of time and enjoyment that I've gotten out of it. Oh, I'm going to gay baby jail. I'm going to gay baby jail, folks. Is my team gonna break me out? I'm kind of stuck in Titan's butt. That rock under there is me. They got me out. Nice. I used to have a really hard time with the ping on that AoE. It used to get me every time. But yeah, no, if you want a fun MMO. Oop, I'm going back to gay baby jail. I don't know why he's only targeting me this time. They might leave me in here. Oh, nope, someone's doing it. Or not. They might leave me in here since the fight is almost over. Yep, they left me in there. We will Always commend your healer, unless they suck. And then commend your tank, unless they also suck. Or were in your party. Because you can't, if you go in with someone, you can't give them a commendation, but if you're in a roulette with them, then you can. Okay, let's do PvP, because PvP sucks. I hate PvP. But it'll give me a good excuse to just kind of vibe. Usually in PvP, I will just find a place to hang out, and do the objective if it comes up, and try not to die. Okay, 5 minutes, that's not bad. That's not bad. You can see I've got a bunch of things over here. We could run some of these dungeons. I could go on Dancer and we could run some of these dungeons that I've never run before. But yeah, no, the free trial is, though if you start on the free trial, you can't play an Aura, you can't start as an Aura, a Viera, or a Hrothgar, because those are races that came with expansions, but at the end of Realm Reborn, they do give you a free, Fantasia, which will let you change your character entirely, and then you can change over to one of the expansion races. So that is the one big drawback of starting on a free trial. But you can, like, at the end of Realm Reborn, they do give you a Fantasia, so when you buy, you can hold on to it, and when you buy the game and unlock those races, you can you can change over if you haven't gotten deeply attached to your character at that point. But Ryder Kisaragi was perfection from the moment I made her. She was exactly what I wanted her to be. So, I mean, look at her. Look at her, she's perfect. Look at my pompadour cat girl. With her little flying cat. Fantasia lets you completely remake your character from the ground up. So it'll let you change your race, gender, appearance, all of that. So that you can do one of the expansion races. Normally, though, you have to buy those from the cash shop, and they're like $10, but they give you one for free at the end of A Realm Reborn. I think I just have mine in my saddlebag. Nope, I think I gave it to one of my retainers, because I have to use my saddlebag for all my dies. I have so many dies. But, you know, Ryder Kisaragi was absolute perfection. Yeah, no, because, again, like, you can't pick certain races from the free trial, because they come with later expansions. Aura were released with Stormblood, and Viera and Hrothgar were released with Shadowbringers, and then male Viera will be released with Endwalker. So if you're doing the free trial, you don't have access to those races when you're creating your character. But after you get through the free trial, and if you want to continue with the game and buy the other two expansion, like buy the full game, then you can remake your character into one of those races for free. Which I think is nice. I think it's nice that they offer that for you. For everyone. And honestly, you can get the full... It may be a little more expensive after Endwalker comes out. Because I know when I rebought the full game... Because when I had first bought the full game, it was A Realm Reborn, Heaven's Word, and Stormblood. And that was $25 when it was on sale. When it was... when it added Shadowbringers... it was $30 on sale for the full game. Yeah, you can... all of that off the free trial. You get to play Realm Reborn and Heavensward. At the end of Realm Reborn, they give you a Fantasia that you can hold on to until you buy the game. so that you can then change to one of the other races that you didn't have access to before. Like, you have access to pretty much everything. I think you can't add people to your friends list or trade items in the free trial, but you can just, like, if you go to where your friend is, you can join a party with them, that's fine. You just can't, like, I have the... Let's see, there's my friend list. Like, you can't add people to this. Half of these people I don't even know. This top group here, up to Enrico Puccicat, are the... You can see they're listed with Bunny. They're all part of my free company. Jojo Hatchet is another friend of mine. I don't think Yuki Sekigetsu is in the free company. Yeah, because they're on different servers. Yeah, these are all friends from different servers, but everyone in the Rabbit Illuminati. This is one of our neighbors who I met once, who was cool. There's Shindan Kuroto, who just lives in our neighborhood, or is someone, I think someone I know. I think he's a friend of someone I know, actually. But he is Shindan Kuroto. Rice Krispies is someone very cool on Twitter, who I follow, who has a Warrior of Light very similar to Ryder. Postcards does concerts. They're a bard. You can have a bard that just plays songs. That's just a thing you can do as a bard. I want to learn to do that. But I need to level up my archer into a bard first. Oh, it's time for PvP! But yeah, no, like, the free trial is a really good deal. And then, around the holidays, and I think maybe once during the summer, you can buy the full game, like, all 4 parts of the game together as a unit for, like, $30. And it will probably, only be $35 when they add Endwalker. I get kind of bored with MMOs, but that one's more personal. I mean, again, you can play literally half the game for free, so there is no monetary investment to giving 14 a try. If you're not invested by the end of Heavensward, you're not gonna be invested, but Heavensward I think is my favorite expansion. I think Heavensward has the best story. Heavensward has the best story, Stormblood has the best environments, and Shadowbringers has the best writing. And then Realm Reborn is just, it's good, it's fun, it's fairly standard Final Fantasy stuff. So, I mean, like, I would at least try to get to Heavensward and see how you feel about it. There's an airship here. You can just... Borderland Ruins. I don't know if I've ever done this map. Oh, I'm in Twin Adder. Twin Adder usually does pretty good in PvP. But yeah, like, there's no, like, monetary investment to giving the game a shot, so, I mean, if you want to, I feel like you might as well. Like, if you think you might be interested, I think it's worth trying. Okay, so there are, like, little areas, like, these circles that we have to go claim. I don't know, I've done Borderland Ruins. And then there's some stuff at mid, which is up here. And everyone comes up here and fights each other and they get points, is what happens. I hate fighting other people in PvP. It stresses me out. So what I usually do is I come over here and wait for, like, the things that are here to show up. I only really say this since I know a lot of people, friends included, that are into the game. Oh no, I mean, like, if you're not into it, you're not into it. Like, it happens. But, I mean, again, there's no cost to giving it a try. So, like, you might as well. Like, if you think you might like it, then it's free to try. And if you try it and you're not into it, then you're not into it. I feel like I know a lot of people who just have not been into it. Oh, nope. Blue team is that way, and I don't want... This one is hard because this one isn't things spawning. It's just specific points. So usually I'll just kind of hang out and, like, guard our base. There are a couple... Yeah, no harm, no foul. Oh, Jesus. Everyone's coming to our camp, and I'm gonna get beat up. Oh, they chased them out. Good. Yeah, so, I mean, it's worth trying. If you're on Primal, there's going to be cross-data center play soon-ish. I think maybe toward the end of this month or next month. So at that point, it really won't matter where you are. You can play with anyone. You'll just have to log in on that data center. But right now, as long as you're on the same data center, you can play with other people, even if they're on a different server. Which is neat. The data center I'm on is Primal, which is one of the North American data servers, and I'm on Lamia. Lamia is my server. PvP is scary. PvP is so scary. I'll get involved in PvP though, just so this is more interesting to watch. I'm a monk, so it's a little difficult. I'm gonna die. I really don't understand how PvP works. It's just really good experience. And if I get Monk to 50, then I can do other roulettes. Roulettes are good because you get a lot of experience from them, especially main story quest. Because main story quest, if you get Praetorium, that's 45 minutes of your life that you're not gonna get back, so they really reward you for Praetorium. Oh, we killed that gunbreaker. Oh, someone died. Oh, someone has an Eden mount, I guess. Monks... Yes, monks are physical fighters. Monk, comes out of Pugilist, which is, the punchy class. Monk is doing punches. Which is rough on me. I prefer range DPS if I'm gonna DPS, but, also there are so many fucking DPS classes in this game. Okay, now everybody's gonna start killing everyone else up here. You can start as a pugilist. The only Realm Reborn class you can't start at is a rogue. You need to pick that up in Limsa, and then there are some expansion classes. Like Dancer, Gunbreaker. Dancer and Gunbreaker are the Shadowbringers classes. Red Mage, I think, is Stormblood? Oh, Red Mage and Samurai are the Stormblood classes. No, and Dark Knight and Astrologian are the Heavensward classes. So you can't start on those, but you can pick up every class in the game. But you can start as a pugilist and go through the story doing big punches. Yeah, you can. I mean, I am playing Monk right now. I can give you, once we're back in it, once we're out of PvP, I can. I'm only level like 40 something. I'm level, obviously you can see that. I'm a level 44 monk, so I can't show you everything Monk can do, but I can show you a handful of things that Monk can do once we're out of here. PvP kind of changes your buttons around, and I really don't know how they work very well. I'm very bad at PvP. But the experience is so good. PvP experience is incredible. They give you so much. You get like you get like half a level's worth of experience. I'm gonna steal the Storm Outpost. I'm probably gonna die. Someone's probably gonna come over here and beat me up. Oh, everyone came to do it with me. Damn. Nice. Okay, now the red team is coming. Now the red team is coming and I'm gonna run away. Hide from the blue team. This is really what I do in this map, is sneak into other camps and steal their... it's essentially capture the flag. So I go in and I steal their flag, and then, I usually get beat up for it. You can get really cool mounts. You can, look at this cool dog, and that cool unicorn. Regroup? Where are we regrouping? Oh, they're coming. I'm not a huge fan of PvP, but, I do it for the experience, and sometimes I have fun with it. It's, the one thing about, PvP is playing a melee DPS is not fun. Ooh, oh! I guess we have a white mage who rescued me. I'm just gonna stand in here. Oh, we can go to mid. I got the Butterfinger mount. Is this big chocolate boy here? Butterfinger ran a campaign where you could, like, if you bought, like, $5 worth of Butterfingers and emailed them your receipt, they would give you a code to get this mount on your account. So that was neat. Okay, I mean, you're gonna die up here. Okay, let's do this. Why are they beating me up? Okay, so we died. We get sent back to the start, and it's fine. But yeah, I will definitely show off some monk stuff once we're done here. We're about halfway through. You can see right above my tail is the points. Whoever gets to 1600 points first wins, and that is based on capturing nodes, beating up that stuff in mid, and defeating other players on other teams. There are different point amounts for different maps. I think some of the early ones only have like 800 points. Y'shtola is great. She is my beautiful wife. She's my absolutely beautiful wife. Lalafels are a combination of great and terrifying. Oh, I'm asleep. But there's also my very, very good boy Grahatia, who I will show you also when we're done. I am madly in love with him. He is a beautiful, perfect man. So I have married both Grahatia and Y'shtola. I am in love with both of them, and they are both in love with me. Actually, Y'shtola is not in love with me. She just tolerates my presence. But Grahatia, canonically, is down for the Warrior of Light. That is Grahatia's whole thing. Gearable? What do you mean? What do you mean by gearable? Regroup, where? Where are we regrouping? Everyone seems to be going this way, so I'm gonna go this way. Tyriat? What? Grahatia. You can just call him Raha though. That'll drive him wild. I desperately hope that in Endwalker we just call him Raha and he like has a nosebleed and passes out. The naming conventions for the cat people is they will have a letter a couple years ago. Oh, the Fat Black Chocobo campaign, yeah. I do think you could share it with people, but you would only get one code. So if you had like 4 people who were willing to do it with you who didn't play the game, or didn't want the mount, that was fine, but like, if you had 4 people, you would have to do 4 meals to get 4 codes. Oh, both terrible and great. Every NPC Lalafell is bad, except for like 2 of them. There are only like 2 or 3 NPC Lalafells who are not objectively horrible people. What? But yeah, I think that you could, more than one person could be involved in finishing the meal, but you couldn't leave your table, and you had to do it in store. But you would only get 1 mount code for it. The Fat Black Chocobo meal giveaway in China was amazing. I think about it frequently. We're in 2nd right now. We might win. It's very close. It's because the rest of the NPC Lalafell are all down to commit war crimes. The rest of them are out there committing war crimes. They do war crimes. And then you got the like 2 or 3 of them that don't commit war crimes. There are There are four. There are four good Lalafell in the whole game. There is Nanamo, there is Pippin, there is Tataru, and there is Kryl. And those are the only Lalafell who are not out there committing war crimes. Because they live in Ul'dah, which is capitalist hell. Nanamo tries. Like, thankfully, Nanamo is in charge of Ul'dah, so, you know, there's less... She tries to keep it in check. But it's just they come from capitalist hell, and that's why they are down to commit war crimes. Really, the three main flaws of the initial three city-states are Ul'dah is a capitalist hell, Gridania's very racist, and in Limsa it's full of pirates, so sometimes they steal things. So, you know, Limsa is the good place. Limsa is the good city-state. If you start as monk, you will start in Ul'dah, but, you know, you get to leave pretty quickly. We didn't win. Okay, that's fine. I still leveled up. That was hell. I hate PvP. PvP sucks. Let me quickly look up where the Make It Rain quest is. Yeah, live in Limsa. Limsa rocks. Limsa's so good. Okay, so we gotta go to Gridania. We're gonna do an event quest that is gonna get me an emote. It's gonna get me a sassy, grumpy emote. Also, Limsa has Admiral Merwib, and she's tall and hot. So, there is that. One cool thing is the leaders of the three city-states are all women, which is neat. I think that's cool. Ul'dah does also have Raban, but it is led by Nanamo. So, oh, there is a, yeah, here we go. So this is a bard. Just hanging out, playing music, and you can just do that when you're a bard. So we're going to go to Niketo's amphitheater because I'm pretty sure that's usually where shit in oh no, is it in New Gridania? Did I teleport without needing to? Why is everyone in a cutscene here? I think I actually didn't need to come back. There is another bard hanging out playing music. I think he's just learning. I don't think he's playing anything specific. Make her though? She just... When we were in the basement, did you see the big lady in the painting? That's her. That's her. She's big and she's attractive. 9492, so I'm going to complete wrong. Oh! Someone playing Little Mermaid music. Listen to this. I don't remember the words to this song. Whoops! He just was out here playing Under the Sea. I'm impressed. Okay, we're gonna go. I love just coming man, just bards all over Gridania today. Oh wait! That's a Zelda song! That's the desert song! That's the Gerudo Desert theme! Oh yeah! We're gonna dance to this. This is my jam. Okay, we're going. It's the Gerudo Desert theme! I love bards. Bards make me so happy. Everybody seems to- oh no, that's just the Twin Adder. I think he's like over here somewhere. No? So I'm going by coordinates because I'm not actually sure, like... Oh, he's in Ul'dah! I'm not even in the right city. I need to fucking read. I need to fucking learn to read. Oh well, we got to hear some good music. I need to oh my god, I can't believe I went to the wrong city. Like, it says right there, in Ul'dah, it's like right outside where the Aetheryte is. Of course it's in Ul'dah! This is Make It Rain! It's tied to the fucking... the thing. Oh. What are you playing? I don't think I know this song. Yeah, Ul'dah. So you should be like over here, I think? He's supposedly like, has this started yet? Oh, this doesn't start until tomorrow. I thought this had already started. I'm going out of my mind. I also do that. I spell things very phonetically in my brain, which is also bad because I never pronounce things correctly. So what are we at? We're at 45, which I can't do any of this stuff until 50. We already did frontline, we already did leveling. So I will change my class. I'll go on Red Mage. And we'll do an MSQ. So how does Pugilist work? Does it just turn into Monk, or at some point can you just have both? Okay, so the way that things work in this is from levels 1 to 30, you have your starter classes, which you can see like Lancer, Rogue, Archer, all of my stuff that is under level 30, those are your starting classes, and at 30, you get job crystals. So Pugilist will just, at level 30, you will accept your class quest, and you will get a soul crystal for Monk, which is, they're right here in your inventory, and that will make you a Monk. So it just becomes Monk. So technically you still have it. If I were to equip my Monk stuff, and remove my soul crystal, I go back to Pugilist. But you really don't want to do that. You don't want to... if you have a soul crystal, you want it equipped because it expands the things that you get to do. Where is my actions and traits? So you can see here for class, you still get some of these after level 30, but if you don't have your job crystal equipped, you only have these things, and if you equip your job crystal, you also get all of this stuff. So it very much expands what you're capable of doing, and lets you do a lot more cool stuff when you have your job equipped. And that goes for anything that is not a Realm Reborn class, such as, Astrologian, Gunbreaker, Dark Knight, Samurai, Machinist, Dancer. Those do not have an underlying class. You just pick them up from their job, and depending on which expansion they are tied to, they start... there's no reason to do pugilism after level 30. You just be monk. And anything that is tied to an expansion, you automatically pick up as a job 10 levels below the level cap for that expansion. So Gunbreaker, because it is a Shadowbringer's job, you pick up at level 60. Even though, or maybe I think it's usually 10. Astrologian is, oh no, I guess it's 20 levels. You pick it up 20 levels below the cap so that you can kind of level it along with the expansion. MSQ stands for Main Story Quest, and that is this bar over here. And that is your kind of main... it's the main plot of the game. This under here is your job quest, which is tied to the job or class that you're currently leveling. This, it says to be continued because I am currently up to date on main story quest, but you can see it says main scenario quest, or main scenario quest, main story quest. And this will just tell you which one you're working on. So at the moment, I am fully all the way through MSQ, so I don't have any story quests to be working on, but I do have job quests. Oh, that's right. Now that I hit 45, we can pick up a monk job. We can pick up the next part of the monk job, which that would be at the Goldsmith's Guild because it's tied to that for some reason. So we will go to the Goldsmith's Guild and we'll do our little bit of monk story quest. It's not very good. The monk one specifically is not great, but we'll do it. I've kind of been skipping over cutscenes in it because I've found it boring, but I'll show... Cat, is there a cat here? Oh, hi, Chase! Sorry, my cat just walked in and started screaming at me. Hey, baby! Come here. Come here. Say hello. Say hello, darling. You gonna make noises? You gonna make noises so everyone can hear you? My very good boy? My very good, very sweet little boy? My black cat? I'm gonna try and get him to purr so that you can all hear him. But he doesn't like sitting on my lap in my chair. There we go. There we go. Can you hear him? Can you hear my baby boy purr? Might be too quiet. Now he's gonna nudge the mic. You hear my little boy purring? You're so heavy. Why are you so heavy? You're such a big boy. What, do you want to get down? You want to get down? Do you want to go sit in the window? You want to go sit in the window? Give me a kiss. There you go. There you go, darling. Go sit over there. No? You don't want to stay in here? Why did you come in here then? He just came in to scream at me and now he wants to leave. Okay, so we talked to this man here, Eric. I'm gonna learn 4-Point Fury, which is a nice AoE, for my middle bar. Nice. Okay, we're in a cutscene. Oh, fancy. You two played me for a fool. The data that simpleton monk brought me was absolutely astounding, groundbreaking, revolutionary. Yet I remained objective in my analysis, as a scholar must. You're not a scholar. I'm a scholar. I have a book with a fairy in it. Poring over the data, I finally arrived at a disheartening conclusion. The two of you took measurements of the same area. I don't think we did. The values were near identical, equivalencies mocking me as I struggled to reconcile them. I don't think we did. I don't think we took measurements of the same area. I thought he was in a different place. Me and another monk have been, taking aether measurements for this guy for some reason. I don't know. He's annoying. I could neither sleep nor eat lest I waste time not drawing nearer the truth. And for what? Tell me. What is it you two were doing in the field? I was punching things, sir. That's my job as a monk. Why are you in the Goldsmiths Guild? Bah, not this bloody chakra nonsense again. How many times must I tell you? It is not but imperceptible aether. Call it what it is. I mean, he is probably right about that. I don't know why chakra is a thing in this, you know, game where there is aether. Which is the same thing. And to think I had a mind to put your names under mine when my hypothesis was published. No, you didn't. Don't fucking lie to me. Don't you fucking lie to me, science man. I'm a punch baby. I'll beat you up. This life force, this spiritual energy, this god-forsaken eternal soul essence, I care not what primitive nomenclature those backward monks wish to assign it. It is aether, plain and simple. Sir, you don't have to be rude about it. You don't have to be mean. Like, I'm just vibing. They claim they are able to manipulate and amplify it through discipline and opening of the so-called chakra. False. False! This is nothing more than the ethereal regulation of organisms, a basic and natural concept. In an attempt to explain that which science does not yet fully understand, the monks have erected an institution of control. Sir, I don't think those words make sense in a sentence together. Oh my god, he's still talking! He's still talking! Their preachings are unassailable by design, for none can disprove the existence of the unknowable. They promise power in return for abjection and servitude. I don't think so. I don't think they've asked me to, like, serve anything. They just let me walk around punching shit. Control and power, indeed. Only that of man. It is the very essence of a religion and should be treated with contempt as all religions should. Sir? Sir. If you do not want to follow a religion, that is fine. But do not get in other people's faces about stuff that makes them feel whole. That's mean. That is mean to do. If you do not believe in that, and that is not part of your life, that is fine. That is 100% valid. You live your life in the way that feels best for you. You do not need to get on other people's cases about it, though. That is as bad as people who push their religion on others who do not want it.
Aether resides in all living things, as do natural mechanisms with the capacity to regulate it. This is simply life, not some mystical supernatural endowment. Sir, do you know shit about Aether? Because that's also a mystical supernatural endowment. I get psychic migraines because I have too much Aether. That's a fucking big story plot is my psychic migraines. Also, look at this guy's face. Look at this guy back here. He's just like watching this all go down. He's like totally like, holy shit, listen to this guy. I concede, of course, that the heightened mental faculties of man allow for the potential to gain conscious control over those mechanisms. Indeed, it would appear that you and the simpleton monk have already achieved that end. Sir, I do not have control of my psychic migraines. No one wants the Richard Dawkins atheist at the party. No, they don't. And, like, again, sir, I do not have control over my psychic migraines. Again, it is a very large plot point that I don't. Sigh. The indiscretion and impertinence of youth. Sir, I might be older than you. I suppose it can be forgiven once. In my own youth, I was not the model of perfection you see before you. Sir, get out of my house. I don't even live here, but get the fuck out of my house. I, too, have made what some might call mistakes. Not myself, but some. I hate this man. Holy shit. Can me and the other monk in this just beat him up? Like, he is getting on my case. In our talks together, the simpleton monk often spoke of the 7th chakra. Its awakening is thought to be the highest achievement among the monkhood. I make it a habit to know the tenets of my intellectual enemies. Oh, intellectual enemies? What? Sir, what the fuck are you talking about? It was the flow of the aether within the two of you which betrayed your falsehood, the whispering of your chakra, as I'm sure the monks would rush to call it. What the fuck is he talking about? But serendipity most often visits the industrious. Just so, it is precisely these ethereal whispers that proved to be most intriguing. The waves of these sounds resonated perfectly with the aether of the What is he talking about? Sir, what the fuck? I can see by your vapid expression that you are missing my point. Allow me to spell it out. It follows that if one were to visit a battlefield with a certain ethereal wave amplitude and frequency, it would resonate with one's own aether. Again, I still don't understand what the fuck you're talking about, sir. This is the phenomenon responsible for the initial opening of your own chakra. I cannot believe I am being reduced to speaking in these terms. Sir, no one asked you for your opinion or any of the words coming out of your mouth. Just let me go beat something up so I can get my next ability. It stands to reason that for any ethereal wave, there may be a location that will resonate with it. Think of the implications, Ryder. Don't say my name. You don't get to talk to me. If the 7th chakra the monks speak of truly exists, then so too must an ultimate battleground to bond with it. The concentration of aether in such a place would be unlike anything ever recorded. I don't know, man. Have you tried the first? That place is wild. Look at my little cactuar earring. It's so cute. I forgive your past treachery. Guide me as it did to this great discovery. That, and I need you to do more work for me. See, like, he's gonna talk to me like this, and now he wants me to go do another fucking thing for him? Like, sir, please fuck off. Make for Lark's Call in East Shroud. My research indicates it is a very promising tract indeed. That's where the asshole pixies are. Set up the aetherometer as you have others in the past, then kill whatever you must to obtain a strong reading. Okay, I'm gonna go beat some shit up. Slaying beasts there will release the aether of the land they are steeped in, and then resonate. I suppose in the primitive terms of the... I don't even want to... No, I'm not even reading that out loud. He's just being a bitch. Oh, and you'll not be crossing paths with the simpleton monk this time. I will be sending him to take readings at East End. I have no intentions of allowing you to conspire to impede my research. Sir, I don't even know what your research is. How would I impede it? If you care to know more about the events that have transpired at Lark's Call, I suggest you pay a visit to your local library. East End, on the other hand, is a fascinating subject of which I never tire speaking. Ask me about it any time. I've been to these places more than he has. I've done plot there. Okay, anyway, we're going to Lark's Call. We're gonna beat up some monsters. We'll probably do this quest and call it a night, because it's 11 o'clock, and that's exhausting. So we'll do this monk quest, and then call it a night, and then maybe next week I'll look into New Game Plus, and we'll try a little more. I'll see if I can maybe go through some other cool stuff. Okay, so we want to go this way. My chocobo is white, and his name is Masigler because he's the machine Masigler because I'm Ryder Kisaragi. So it's like right over here somewhere. Oh, it's right there. Oh, I gotta get off my chocobo. Something's trying to beat me up. So we beat up this little, like, bitch-ass pixie. With a knife! Who gave you a knife? Fucking trying to stab me. Okay, so we're... turn the map off. Put down the thing. So now I gotta beat up these dudes. Is there gonna be more? Yep, more dudes. Okay. The second row of my hotbar here are my AoEs, except for 5, because I don't have that AoE yet. I try and set up my hotbars with in such a way that I am hitting keys that I need, things that are together tend to be in the same row, it makes things easier for you to memorize. Oh god, I'm gonna die. I'm probably not gonna survive this. We are probably gonna have to do this again. Yep, okay. We're gonna have to do that again. Oh, it's gonna send me all the way to Dragon Head. Sorry, that's where I'm attuned to at the moment, and I have not fixed it. Okay, we're gonna do that again. I'm gonna bring my Chocobo out to help me.
Because your chocobo can help you fight. Because they're good little birdie friends. So teleport back to East Shroud. Bring my chocobo out for riding. Like, I just do not like the dude who gives you these quests in the monk storyline. I think in the next part of the job quest, because I'm in like the Heavensward chunk of the job quest, I think when you get to the Stormblood part, it brings you back to some of the stuff that had happened before that. Okay. So I will use this. And now my good chocobo, my Sigler, is here to help me fight. Okay, so my cooldowns are done. Let's try this again. I'm hoping it's only the 3 waves of enemies. There we go. I'm hoping that's all of them. Okay. Aether of the Land opens my chakra. I guess. Okay, we got our readings. We're gonna go back to Eric in the Goldsmiths Guild. Also, if you play, you can use my referral code, and that will give us both rewards. So if anyone plays and wants my referral code, I can hook you up. There it is. I very much look forward to the readings of both your and Widergelt's aetherometers. What's this? You've already finished? Then what are you just standing there for? Give it to me! Okay, sir. Please stop yelling at me. I'm just a simple cat girl. Amazing! Simply amazing! And your soul crystal is glowing more vibrantly than ever before, I guess. I will begin my analysis of the data with all haste. You've come to be quite the model pupil, Ryder. Would that I could say the same of the monk simpleton. Sir, I am a better scholar than you. I am a level 80 scholar. Please get out of my house. I can see the feeble gears turning in your mind. Come, there is no need to feel shame at your ignorance.
If you wish to know what has transpired, you need only ask. I promise to use small words. Okay, sir, I know that I am dumb. Don't insult me. So this gives me a new thing. Now I have this, which is gonna be in a different spot on my AoE bar. Because now, these are all AoEs, so this is a nice AoE combo. Wait, why can I do another one? Oh, was I 2 behind? Damn. I'm tired though. I'm gonna go back to just chatting. And I'm gonna log out. I definitely want to do more 14 on stream in the future. Like, badly. Because I love this game, and I want to play it more. So I'm gonna look into New Game Plus. And Drez, if you want to start playing it, I will gladly help you through MSQ dungeons and such. But yeah, I'm gonna look into New Game Plus for stream and see what what I can do with that and how much fun we can have with that. But thank you for coming out, hanging out, doing the Dark Seiza Blaster demo with me. We will be back on Wednesday to finish up my maid design. And if y'all like that, maybe we will have it made into an alternate outfit for my live 2D model in the future. And other than that, I think I'm gonna call it a night. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're just gonna call it a night. Thank you so much. I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun doing this. I cannot wait to do more Tokusatsu toy demonstrations with you all. I can't wait to build the Moderoid Ray Earth kits on stream with y'all in the spring. Early spring, because I think they're coming out in March. And I'll come up with some other fun stuff. I've got a lot of things planned for the near future. So I will see you on Wednesday for another art stream. I love you all very, very much. You have a wonderful, wonderful night.